one last round. The story of Elmer at Pebble Beach. Elmer and his wife had Pebble Beach on their bucket list ever since they picked up golf. The couple, then ages 55 and 57, turned to the game for solace after a devastating loss. They had lost their daughter, her husband, and their 2 grandchildren in a horrific car accident. Golf became their refuge, a way to navigate a world forever changed by heartbreak. Now, at 93 years old, Elmer stood alone. His wife had passed away just a year ago, and her last wish was for him to take what they had left and play Pebble Beach. This was where I came in, as his caddy for what would be one of the most memorable rounds of my life. I remember feeling a twinge of annoyance when I found out that my golfer for the day preferred to take a cart. My initial irritation melted away, though, as I got to know Elmer and heard his story. He had been diagnosed with cancer 3 months prior and was in fragile health. Despite his condition, he was determined to honor his wife's memory and fulfill their shared dream. Elmer was worried about slowing down the group and questioned if he could even play. His resolve, however, was nothing short of inspiring. He didn't play every hole or even take every shot. In total, he might have hit just 35 times during the 5-hour round. Yet, his excitement to be there, just to walk the grounds, was inspirational. There was a fire in his eyes as we approached the tee box on the 7th hole. His and his wife's favorite. They watched the PGA event on TV every year, just to catch a glimpse of this very spot. Elmer, the 93-year-old cancer warrior, had one more surprise for us. He pulled a small urn out of his golf bag and slowly walked over to the fence behind the tee box. As he walked, he spoke softly, as if his wife were strolling beside him. I'm not typically an emotional person, but hearing his conversation broke me and the rest of our group. None of us were prepared for what we were witnessing. Elmer unscrewed the urn and gently scattered its contents into the Pacific Ocean below. He whispered that he would see her soon. After wiping away his tears, he turned to us without saying a word and walked back to the cart. I suggested that it was a calm day and that the hole would probably play a bit shorter than marked. He responded that he had no intention of playing it. The only way he would ever play this hole was with her. Instead, he wanted to sit and take it in while we played. The 7th hole was a rough one for the rest of the group. We were still grappling with what we had just witnessed and heard. But the day eventually filled with laughter and some great golf. As the sun set, we finished our round, and I told Elmer I would see him the next morning for our round at Spyglass Hill. Elmer never made our 8 a.m. tee time, but I will never forget that round of golf at Pebble Beach. Rest in peace, Elmer. May you find eternal happiness with the ones you love.